If you are over 60 years old, here's a hard truth I wish more seniors knew. Some of the fruits you've trusted your whole life may now be stealing your leg strength, one bite at a time. In my clinic, I see it every week. Strong, active seniors suddenly struggling to climb stairs, get out of a chair, or walk to the mailbox. They tell me, "Doc, I'm doing everything right. I eat my fruits, I stay active. Why am I getting weaker?" And I tell them gently, it's not your age, it's your habits. You see, your aging body doesn't process fruits the way it used to. What helped your heart in your 40s might now hurt your joints in your 70s. It's not about cutting out fruit, it's about choosing the right ones for this stage of life. Today, I'll walk you through 7 fruits silently working against your circulation, joints, and muscle health. You'll be surprised by number 5. It's probably sitting in your fridge right now. If you haven't subscribed to the Senior Strength channel yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you never miss any health tips made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can create better content for you. Number 1. Pineapple. Sweet, sharp, and secretly damaging. Let me tell you something that may surprise you. One of the most dangerous fruits for aging legs is also one of the most praised. Pineapple. Sweet, juicy, full of tropical charm. But once you pass 60, that golden fruit might be doing more harm than good. In my practice, I met a 74-year-old patient named Helen. She added pineapple to her smoothies every morning, believing it was helping her inflammation. But after months of worsening knee stiffness, swollen ankles, and tight calves, we ran some tests. What we found shocked her. Her blood sugar was spiking every day after breakfast, silently damaging the fragile blood vessels in her legs. Here's the science. Pineapple is rich in bromelain, a helpful enzyme, yes, but it's also packed with natural sugars and acid. As you age, those acids irritate the lining of your joints. That sugar rush? It floods your bloodstream, then crashes, starving your muscles of oxygen and making your legs feel heavy, tired, and unstable. According to Mayo Clinic studies, high glycemic fruits like pineapple can worsen joint pain in older adults, especially those with arthritis or poor circulation. Helen made one small change. She replaced her daily pineapple with blueberries and a spoon of plain yogurt. Within 3 weeks, she was walking better. "Doctor," she said, "my legs feel like mine again." So next time you reach for that pineapple, ask yourself, is this fruit fueling your strength or draining it? What fruit do you eat every day without thinking twice? Share it in the comments. I'd love to know. Number 2. Bananas. The sugar crash. Masquerading as potassium. If I had $1 for every time a patient told me, "But doc, I eat bananas to stop leg cramps," I could probably fund a senior fitness center. Yes, bananas have potassium, but they also have something your body, after 60, handles very differently than it used to: fast sugar. Take Robert, a 78-year-old veteran who came in complaining of heavy legs. "It feels like I'm dragging sandbags around," he told me. He'd been eating 2 bananas a day for years, one at breakfast, one after his walk. After a few blood sugar tests, we saw what was happening. Each banana sent his sugar soaring, then crashing. That crash made his legs feel like jelly. Bananas digest fast. Their natural sugars, glucose, fructose, sucrose, hit your bloodstream like a wave. And for aging muscles that rely on stable blood flow, that's a shock. According to the CDC, over 35% of seniors develop impaired glucose tolerance, which means even natural sugars wreak havoc on circulation and nerve function in the legs. That's not all. Bananas also promote fluid retention. I've seen seniors with swollen feet, stiff ankles, and tight knees, all linked to just 1 banana a day. The body sees sugar, holds water, and the result? A body that feels puffy, tired, and slow. Robert cut back to half a banana, added boiled eggs for protein, and drank more water. "Doctor," he told me later, I walk to the park now without stopping once. Bananas aren't evil, but they're not the free pass they once were. Quick question. How many bananas do you eat per week? Let me know in the comments. I'll help you find the right balance. Let's take a quick moment to reflect. So far, we've talked about how pineapple, though praised for its enzymes, can inflame your joints and damage blood vessels. We also uncovered the truth about bananas, how their quick sugars can spike and crash your energy, leaving your legs heavier and weaker over time. And if those popular fruits can quietly hurt your body, what about the little ones we eat by the handful? Number 3. Grapes. The tiny time bombs behind joint flares. They look innocent. Grapes. Small, sweet, easy to pop into your mouth while watching TV or reading a book. But for seniors, they can be tiny time bombs, exploding inside your joints without you even knowing it. I remember Barbara, a 70-year-old grandmother who loved her afternoon snack, a bowl of red grapes. She was active, positive, but always complained of tight ankles and sudden toe pain at night. At first, she thought it was aging, but when she switched to lower fructose fruits, the flare-ups stopped. That's when we realized what was happening. Grapes are loaded with fructose, a natural sugar that, in aging bodies, is processed almost entirely by the liver. According to the American College of Rheumatology, ACR, excess fructose creates uric acid, and that acid loves to settle in your joints, ankles, knees, toes. It causes sharp pain, stiffness, and swelling that mimics gout, even in people who've never had it before. The worst part? Grapes are so easy to overeat. A handful becomes 2, then 3. Before you know it, you've dumped more sugar into your body than a chocolate bar. And your muscles? They feel it. Inflamed, tight, unable to recover. Barbara told me, "Doc, I used to think grapes helped my heart, but they were hurting my feet." She swapped her grapes for a few cherries and some almonds. 3 weeks later, no more burning in her toes. So, if you're waking up at night with aching joints or feeling like your legs are locking after sitting, don't overlook the grapes. Do you snack on fruit while relaxing? Type yes if you do, and share your go-to snack. Let's find better options together. Number 4. Watermelon. Summer's sweetest betrayal. After grapes, you might be thinking, okay, but surely watermelon is safe, right? I wish it were. Watermelon is the great deceiver, cool, juicy, and oh so refreshing. But what feels like hydration can become inflammation in aging legs. Meet Frank, a 76-year-old retired fireman. In the summer, he swore by watermelon, big slices every afternoon to stay hydrated. But each evening, his ankles ballooned. His knees ached. He felt like he was walking through wet cement. "I thought I needed more water," he said. "Turns out I needed less watermelon." Here's why. Watermelon has one of the highest glycemic indexes of any fruit. That means it spikes your blood sugar fast, faster than a candy bar. The Mayo Clinic warns that for seniors with insulin resistance, high GI foods can cause sudden energy crashes, worsen inflammation, and damage fragile blood vessels in the legs. And the body doesn't stop there. Those sugar surges trigger insulin waves, which increase sodium retention. Sodium traps water, especially in the lower limbs. So instead of staying light and cool, your legs swell, your muscles ache, and your joints stiffen like rusty hinges. Frank swapped watermelon for cucumber slices and added lemon water. Within 10 days, the swelling dropped by half. "I thought I was cooling off," he said, "but I was feeding the fire." The danger isn't in a single bite. It's in the repetition. A slice here, another there, day after day. Especially during hot months, when seniors crave something cold. You think you're helping your body, but you might be hurting your legs. Quick question. What's your go-to snack in summer heat? Watermelon? Ice cream? Something else? Comment below. I'd love to hear what you turn to when the temperature rises. Stay with me. because the next fruit seems like the healthiest of them all, but it may be sabotaging your joints from the inside out. Number 5. Oranges. The acidic time bomb, hiding in your morning glass. Oranges, the symbol of health. A glass of orange juice with breakfast. It feels like a morning ritual, doesn't it? But for seniors, that ritual might be quietly eroding your strength. Let me tell you about Mr. Daniels, 81, a retired teacher. Every morning, he'd drink a tall glass of fresh squeezed orange juice, proud of his healthy habit. But he also suffered from tight hips, sore knees, and stiffness that made walking to the mailbox feel like a trek. I thought it was just age, he told me. But when we removed the juice for just 2 weeks, his inflammation dropped. "Doc, I can get out of my chair without holding the arms now," he said with a grin. Here's the science. Oranges are loaded with citric acid, which in small doses may not harm the young. But in aging joints, that acid irritates the synovial linings, the soft tissues cushioning your knees, ankles, and hips. And it's not just the acid. The natural sugar in orange juice causes sudden blood sugar surges, which inflame tissues even more. According to Harvard Health, fruit juice, even when natural, has nearly the same effect on blood sugar as soda. And when you're over 60, your insulin response is slower, your blood vessels thinner, and your joints more vulnerable. What's worse, juice feels light, so you drink more, and each extra glass adds to the inflammation. I've had patients go from limping to steady steps just by cutting out daily orange juice. Mr. Daniels didn't have to quit oranges forever. He now eats just a few slices with protein, like eggs or almonds, and skips the juice entirely. Balance, when you're older, is everything. So if you wake up stiff, your knees crack, or your hips ache after a short walk, check your breakfast. Your healthy orange juice might be the hidden reason. Do you start your morning with juice? What kind? Let me know in the comments, and I'll suggest some safer swaps. Now let's talk about a fruit that seems clean, crisp, and harmless, but maybe quietly fueling your nighttime leg cramps, and it's likely sitting in your fridge right now. Number 6. Green apples, the sour bite that steals your strength. They're crisp, clean, and tart. Green apples seem like the healthiest snack in the world, and for years I recommended them until I started seeing a troubling pattern in my senior patients. Nancy, 74, came in with a strange complaint. Her legs ached in the morning, but she felt healthy. She walked daily, did light yoga, and avoided processed food. But every day she ate a green apple at lunch, thinking it was her safe fruit. But after a few weeks without them, the pain eased. The culprit? Malic acid. Green apples are loaded with malic acid, that sharp, tangy compound that gives them their signature bite. But in older adults, this acid can act like sandpaper on soft tissue. According to the American Academy of Rheumatology, ACR, chronic exposure to food-based acids can worsen joint stiffness, especially in knees and ankles already worn with age. And here's the hidden danger. Green apples may taste less sweet, but they still contain enough sugar to cause subtle blood sugar spikes, especially when eaten alone. In aging bodies, even small glucose surges can trigger nighttime leg cramps, morning stiffness, and overall fatigue in the lower limbs. Nancy told me, "I thought I was being smart with my snacks, but I didn't realize my body had changed." And that's the key. What worked at 40 may work against you at 70. We switched her to low-acid fruits, like pears and berries, with a bit of protein. "It's like someone took the weights off my legs," she told me. So if your legs feel achy in the morning or your balance feels off even after good sleep, look at your fruit bowl. That green apple may be whispering, not helping. Let me ask, what healthy food do you eat regularly that you haven't questioned in years? Comment below. It might be worth reevaluating. Now get ready, because next comes a fruit that's pure pleasure. Sweet, juicy, and almost impossible to resist, but possibly the worst for your joints. and it may just be your favorite. Number 7. Mangoes, the sweetest trap for your joints. Mangoes, the golden fruit of summer. Sweet, velvety, comforting. For many seniors, it's a taste of joy and nostalgia, of childhood, of family, of warm days on the porch. But I need to tell you the truth. Meet Gloria, 69, retired nurse, lively and full of spirit. But lately she found herself winded after just a few stairs. Her knees ached. Her feet swelled by noon. We ran tests, nothing serious. But then she said one thing. Every night, I treat myself to mango. It helps me sleep. That one sentence changed everything. Mangoes, though natural, are one of the most sugar-dense fruits. A single mango can pack over 45 grams of sugar, more than a donut. The Mayo Clinic notes that for seniors with reduced insulin sensitivity, these sugar surges can trigger systemic inflammation, especially in joints and small muscles. And that wasn't all. Gloria's post-mango fatigue? It wasn't in her head. That sugar spike was followed by a rapid crash, depleting her muscle energy and leaving her legs heavy and sluggish the next day. She was caught in a cycle, sweet treat at night, tired and stiff by morning. When she switched to tart cherries and a small serving of protein, the results were stunning. I wake up lighter. My feet don't throb anymore, she said, eyes wide with disbelief. Here's the danger. Mango doesn't feel like candy. It feels like nature. But it hides the same risk: sugar, inflammation, fatigue. The smile it gives your mouth might be stealing strength from your legs. So I ask you now, is there a comfort food in your life that might be working against you? Share it with me below. Let's talk about it. And now comes the part that gives you power back. The fruits that don't hurt you, but heal you. That reduces inflammation, supports balance, and lifts your energy with every bite. Number 8. What you should eat instead. Healing fruits for strength. So now you know. Some of the most trusted fruits, mangoes, oranges, bananas, may be quietly weakening your legs, inflaming your joints, and draining your energy. But here's the good news. Nature also gives you allies. Some fruits don't inflame, don't spike your sugar, and don't sabotage your strength. They work with your body, not against it. And today, I want to introduce you to the quiet heroes of senior nutrition, the fruits that heal. Let's begin with berries. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. These little gems are anti-inflammatory powerhouses. They're rich in flavonoids, natural compounds that protect blood vessels and reduce swelling in aging joints. According to a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, older adults who consumed berries regularly had improved balance and leg strength after just 6 weeks. Berries are low in sugar, high in fiber, and gentle on your blood vessels. Unlike high-sugar fruits that trigger insulin spikes, berries provide a slow, steady stream of energy, keeping your legs lighter and more responsive throughout the day. A handful every morning can make a bigger difference than most people expect. Now let's talk about tart cherries. Not the sweet kind soaked in syrup, but real, unsweetened tart cherries. These are rich in anthocyanins, natural compounds that lower uric acid levels in the body. If you suffer from gout or sharp joint pain, this fruit is your friend. In one Mayo Clinic-backed trial, adults with joint inflammation who consumed tart cherry juice daily experienced reduced flare-ups and improved sleep. Then we have the forgotten fruit, avocados. Yes, avocados are technically a fruit, and they're a gift to aging muscles. Full of heart-healthy fats and magnesium, avocados reduce inflammation while stabilizing blood sugar. This helps prevent the energy crashes that make your legs feel weak halfway through the day. Add a few slices to your toast or salad, and you'll notice steadier energy, fewer aches, and better balance. Another overlooked gem is papaya. It's tropical, soft, and soothing, rich in papain, an enzyme that gently eases inflammation in joints and aids digestion. For seniors with arthritis or digestive issues, papaya is like medicine in fruit form. It's easy on the stomach, low in acid, and supports circulation, making it perfect for breakfast or afternoon snacks. Finally, let's not forget pears. Soft, juicy, and naturally low in sugar, pears are incredibly gentle on your system. Pair them with a protein, like nuts or cottage cheese, and you've got a balanced snack that supports joint health without spiking blood sugar. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, pears may help reduce chronic inflammation when eaten regularly. The goal isn't to restrict, it's to rebuild. You're not giving up fruit. You're choosing fruit that gives back. These 5 fruits, berries, tart cherries, avocados, papayas, and pears, can do what pills and treatments often can't. They support your independence, your energy, your ability to rise from a chair, to walk unassisted, to live on your terms. So let me ask, what fruit will you swap first? Type it in the comments. One small change can make a big difference in how you walk, stand, and feel starting tomorrow morning. And don't go anywhere, because next, we'll uncover the surprising reason why your aging body reacts so differently to food now than it did when you were 40. Number 9. English. Why aging bodies react differently. The science of senior nutrition. Let me tell you a truth most doctors don't explain enough. Your body today doesn't respond like it did when you were 40. And that's not a flaw. That's biology. One of my patients, Margaret, age 73, once told me, "Doc, I eat the same fruit salad I've eaten for 30 years, but now it makes me feel bloated, stiff, and tired." She didn't change, but her body did. This is the secret most seniors never get told. The rules have changed. You see, our metabolism slows down with age. That means we don't process sugars and acids the same way we used to. Foods that once gave us energy now leave us heavy, swollen, or fatigued. For example, when you eat a sugary fruit like mango or banana in your 30s, your pancreas responds quickly, producing insulin, managing the sugar spike, distributing energy. But in your 60s or 70s, insulin sensitivity drops, so the sugar stays longer in the bloodstream, causing inflammation in your blood vessels, especially the small ones that feed your legs and feet. That's why you feel sluggish after lunch. That's why stairs feel steeper now, not because you're lazy, but because your cells are struggling to adapt. Circulation also becomes more fragile with age. Tiny capillaries in your legs and feet can be damaged more easily by sugar spikes, acidic foods, or chronic low-grade inflammation. Think of it this way. When we're young, our blood vessels are like strong garden hoses, flexible, durable, able to handle pressure. But after 60, those same vessels become more like aging rubber pipes, easily damaged, slower to recover. That's why pineapple, orange juice, or too many grapes don't just cause stomach issues. They can slowly hurt the blood flow to your legs, reducing the oxygen and nutrients your muscles desperately need to stay strong. And don't forget about joint linings. As we age, the cartilage protecting our joints gets thinner, drier, and more vulnerable to acidic foods. Malic acid from green apples or citric acid from oranges can seep into already irritated joints, causing morning stiffness or swelling that lingers for hours. There's even science to back it. A 2023 review from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed that as we age, fructose metabolism slows down significantly. What used to be burned as energy is now stored as uric acid, fueling joint pain, gout, and stiffness. But here's the good news. Awareness is power. Once you understand how your body's chemistry has changed, you can make food choices that support, not sabotage, your strength. It's not about giving up every sweet thing. It's about timing, balance, and awareness. Instead of starting your day with a fruit-only breakfast, pair it with protein or healthy fat. Instead of snacking on grapes by the handful, try a smaller portion with almonds. Instead of orange juice, try cucumber-infused water or a low-sugar smoothie with spinach. Your body is wiser now. It deserves nutrition that matches its current needs, not the habits of your past. So I ask you, what's one habit you've been holding on to from your younger years that might not be serving your body anymore? Let me know in the comments. And keep watching, because in the next part, we'll uncover how ignoring these subtle changes can lead to serious consequences, like losing mobility or facing dangerous falls. You don't want to miss that. Is it too late to change? That's the question I hear most often in my clinic. A whisper from a 78-year-old man clutching his cane. A tearful sigh from a 70-year-old woman who just fell in the garden. They all ask me, "Doctor, have I waited too long?" And I always answer the same way. No, it's not too late. Not even close. Because change doesn't come from youth. It comes from decision. And you just made one. You sat through this video. You listened, you reflected, and something inside you knows the truth. Your legs, your balance, your strength, they're worth fighting for. Your body isn't betraying you. It's talking to you. That stiffness, that fatigue, that swelling. It's not just age. It's a signal. A signal that it's time to feed your body with what it truly needs. I've seen 82-year-olds regain their stride. I've seen my grandmother's garden again. I've seen strength return where weakness once ruled. All it took was one small change, one smart decision each day. So here's my question. Choose one fruit from today's list and make the swap. Just one. Try it for a week. See how your legs respond. Then come back and tell me, how do you feel? You're not too old. It's not too late. And if you're ready to go even deeper, if you want to know which fruits to eliminate from your plate, then don't miss our next video. Stop eating these 7 fruits. They're weakening your legs. It might just be the most important video you ever watch for your mobility. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that surprised you? Drop it in the comments. Let's grow stronger together. And if you haven't subscribed to Senior Strength yet, now is the time. Hit that button, turn on the bell, and share this video with someone you care about. Your legs carry your freedom, and your freedom is worth protecting.